And good morning. Once again, we are set for another edition of Your Life Matters with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Dr. Beth is in studio. How are we doing this morning?
I'm good, Mike. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. As we have made it into Lent. It's that time of year again, and kind of a good opportunity to revisit some of the things that center around that, right?
Exactly. And you know, it's funny because I think life gives us always the opportunity to apply some examples. You know, like when you've got too many things going on, Lent is the time of year that we are called to reset, to freshen up, to, you know, we've come off the holidays, we've hopefully paid our credit card bills, we hopefully have stopped eating quite so many sweets or, you know, having so many drinks. But it's time to really take a look and think, okay, what's going on? And we have this great opportunity. And it's, as we talk almost every year, I think, about how it's scheduled.
Right.
It's the first full moon after the vernal equinox. It's the first Sunday after the first full moon after the vernal equinox. So this year it's March 31st. I think the earliest it could absolutely be is the 25th.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So we back up 6 weeks from there. This year it started on Valentine's Day. So you know, being human is very interesting. We take on a lot of stuff. We are smart. We try to collaborate. We try to do it by ourselves. We overextend. And sometimes then it just gets to us. You know, if we're going to be the creative, independent people that we're supposed to be, if we're going to have mental, physical, and emotional health, we have to sometimes stop and regroup. Now, usually what we do is that we look for shortcuts. You know, like, I'll do it in a minute. I'll write 60 words, not 100, and the teacher won't notice.
That's the easy way, right?
Yeah. Nobody matters, except all of a sudden, everything will come due at one time. And then things get chaotic, and habits and routines are very difficult to maintain. And our personal discipline, if we had any, is long gone. So we settle for less than best. We go back to the playbook. You know, if we were in sports, we would say, let's go back to the playbook. Let's start over. So that's what Lent allows us to do. It's a restart. We restore order in our lives. And when we talk about mental health, order is so vital. Knowing where your stuff is, knowing when something's due, knowing your role in a situation.
Some clarity.
Yes. So, you know, we need to set an intention or a goal and expect challenges and bumps, but celebrate those mini successes. Now, because everyone knows about Lent, it's cultural. You can join a group. You can work with a partner. You can say, okay, I'm going to work on physical health and let's walk every day together. Or we can say, you know, I think I haven't been reflective enough, and maybe join a group that does some meditation or things like that, because we need to recollect ourselves and figure out what's going on. Some of the things that we'll talk about more specifically and that people do in groups are fasting and abstinence. Abstinence means you give up something entirely. Like if you're going to quit smoking, a little bit at a time is pretty hard. You can do it, but abstain, get rid of it totally. Fast means you don't do something. You stay away from it. We often think of food, but it can be other things.
Doesn't have to be food, I guess. Huh?
Right. Well, I'm staying away from a computer game this year. It's too much for me. But we can do good works. We've already mentioned prayer and meditation. And all of these things can lead to our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, and ultimately our spiritual health. We are called to be better than what we can be as just a human being. So because our lives matter, it's important that we pay attention during Lent.
Yeah, and we'll have more shows kind of tied in with this over the next couple of weeks. If you want to find out more about this topic or anything that's going on with Safe Harbor Counseling for therapy, support for individuals, couples, and families, you can call 630-466-8657. You can go online to safeharboril.com. Safe Harbor and Dr. Beth Plachetka with Facebook presences as well. We'll see you at the same time next week for Your Life Matters on WSPY.